In this complex, changing world, a child is still a child.
I put him back.
And childhood should be a wonderful time to explore, create, experience wonder, to play. Wholesome play encourages each child to grow from where he is to what he can be.
You can learn a great deal just by watching children play. And that's really the advantage we have because our parents, our teachers are here all day long with the children, even our grandparents.
Exactly. That way we can see things which help us design
Yes.
and improve our equipment and
Very
our toys.
true. Even a small piece like this, a small truck, takes careful thought and organization. You have to build the quality into it so that it lasts for years, free from detail. We learn a lot from our own experience, but we'd be really lost, Mary, without people like yourself in the early childhood education professional field. Your help is just invaluable to us, and we thank you.
Well, we certainly appreciate the opportunity to work with a manufacturer such as yourself, who's interested in designing something that's quality and carefully made for the learning of the children.
We learn from you, and you learn from us.
And what we learned is that a young child needs materials which are simple, free of detail, versatile, permitting a variety of uses, involving the whole child, encouraging cooperation with others, things which are warm and friendly, things which are durable and reliable over long years of hard use. For wholesome play involves the whole child. We believe that children learn something of genuineness and reliability from the tools of their learning, their toys. Give them plenty of appropriate materials and watch them grow in body, mind, and spirit. Play is a child's work. Imagination weaves the realities of a child's life into satisfying play. Growing muscles need to push, lift, carry, bend, and balance. The more unspecialized the playthings like sand and water, the more creative and absorbing will be the play. Unit blocks are perhaps the best example. All the blocks are fractions or multiples of the basic unit.
Unit blocks are an important part of our program for young children, and I believe they should be an important part of every program for young children. Unit blocks, by the very nature they're built on a unit, and therefore are multiples of one another, can become a marvelous learning material for lots of concepts: size and shape, same and different, bigger and smaller, and if they're well made and they fit together just right, they not only address size, but they stand taller, balance and height, they work. Of course, the children aren't necessarily interested in pre-math concepts per se. They're interested in the creativity of building something all by themselves for a long time, or the cooperative nature of building together as a group, learning those important concepts of cooperating. Of course, it's important that the blocks be accessible to the children. Open shelves allow them to help themselves and also to learn to put them away where they belong when they're finished. A housekeeping area and the materials that go with it are a very important part of any early childhood program. Most people think that children are just playing house. Well, it's much bigger than that. Children learn by what they know, and what they know best is the daily routines of home. And what they do here is they practice what they know they practice what they will know, who they are, who they want to be. And of course, housekeeping doesn't have to be just at home. This can be a grocery store, an office. It can be anything that the child's imagination can take them, and anything that the teachers can encourage.
Children who are physically disabled, have Down syndrome, or are profoundly retarded also benefit from free play, learning along with others at their own rate. Positioning equipment can open a new world of learning for many children. There are all kinds of tricycles. Check out the tricycle for two. All children need to stretch their legs and breathe fresh air as they play hard outside. Stationary climbing equipment should offer a variety of challenges to dare and use the big muscles. Don't forget the world of nature to be enjoyed on walks and field trips, discoveries to share, and fun in the grass, wind, and sun. Boy, I'm hungry. Time to refuel. The half-circle table allows the teacher to reach every child with ease. Bibs on the little ones. This table arrangement is also excellent for finger games and singing. These toddler chairs won't tip. Feeding at this level is convenient for teachers, but low chairs are great for the big boys and girls who are learning to feed themselves. This little fellow needs to be held carefully while he eats. Rest time. Regular schedules of eating and resting will give a good structure to the day. With the great influx of infants and toddlers into group care, caregivers inherit a serious responsibility for the nurture, cleanliness, and safety of these little ones. The mother and the caregiver who share the little baby have a common concern and should be in close touch.
Just like always, I think you can play and then go to sleep when you get fussy.
The infant caregiver has a specialized task, nurturing, not babysitting. The cribs you see are adjustable for safety at 3 levels. A baby who can sit might fall out if she wakes up at infant level. Grandmothers with their experience and cozy laps are a real asset. Here's a challenge. Will she get it? Hooray! A playpen, baby pier, or air chair can offer your little ones a fresh outlook. When groups include crawlers and toddlers, the baby pier is a great support. The tiny ones fit in the top, where they are amused by watching others about them, and the toddlers love to explore underneath. An alert, loving adult will respond to the baby's urge to reach out, which comes from within. Even a tiny baby has all senses wide open to absorb everything around him. When there are also older children to be cared for, a group divider protects the small ones, provides an interesting environment, which allows interaction. and areas where older ones can carry on appropriate activities without interference from the little people. Time for a field trip to soak up sights and sounds. Uh-oh, a mitten has come off. Good thing there's a safety brake. Babies are safe from traffic in a wagon for 6. Now that they can walk, play experiences fill the day of the active toddlers. There is fantastic growth in motor control, in language, in relationships. Everything is tested by the senses. Life for the toddler is exploding in all directions. Give these active, independent little people equipment that is sturdy, easy to clean, and safe, which challenges the use of their whole bodies, like this nursery gym. Let them build their own environment through it, about it, under it. They like to do things together, in spite of little clashes. Have enough of everything for all to be busy. For 3 to 5-year-olds, this folding gym is adaptable and convenient for active indoor play. It can easily be put up on that rainy day. The large muscles get a good workout. Or on another day, the gym may become an apartment house or ship with a captain's lookout. The safety mat underneath cushions hard floors and suggests a cozy corner for dramatics.
The main idea behind our room arrangement is flexibility. There aren't too many permanent items in this room. The walls, the floor, and the windows. Everything else can move. That's why rolling open shelves are so important. They'll move when we want to make a great big block area or a great big housekeeping area, but they stay put when you want them to. Flexibility is the key. You need to be open to the children's choices and what's happening on a given day.
Children's play is not trivial. It is an integral part of their many-sided growth. From hands-on play with many, many different materials, through wholesome interactions with others in the group, learning about themselves and others, about spatial dimensions, weights and balances, developing language skills, and an assurance in relationships with others. The watchful teacher has been encouraging each child at his particular point of development, having noticed his choices at play, caring for animals, pretending, sorting out the real from the make-believe. Children have been developing in heart, muscle, and mind. This firm foundation prepares them to face the abstract world of books, pencils, of numbers and computers which lies ahead of them. Mom's here! See you tomorrow! The community playthings and Riften equipment featured in this tape are produced by the Hatarian Brethren, a church group established more than 450 years ago. We are a fellowship of families and single people seeking to live as the early Christians did, a life of brotherhood and full sharing based on the life of Jesus and the Bible. Working together in community workshops, we have been providing quality early childhood equipment for over 30 years. We know each product is only as strong as its weakest part, and industrial wheels, casters, and fittings are used whenever possible.
We feel that each one of us counts in keeping up the quality throughout our operation. One of our main concerns is safety. We're checking each part for splits, flaws. Everything gets rounded corners. We try and keep in mind the child that's going to be one day using this item.
Our Hutterite forefathers established childcare in what were probably the first early childhood education groups in Europe. Our equipment today is play-tested by our children's groups, where the ideas for new products often originate. So, let's help them play.
Community Playthings has been manufactured in England since 1972 by the Hutterian Brethren in Robertsbridge, East Sussex.